A 15-year-old boy is shot and killed after a bullet flies through an apartment window. Kevin Jones was inside the apartment attending a graduation party when the shot was fired from outside. Good evening, everyone. I'm Karen Jordan. Ravi is off today. Jones is the latest Chicago public school student to die because of gun violence. The shooting happened early this morning in the 7800 block of South Carpenter in the Gresham neighborhood. ABC 7's Evelyn Holmes is here now with that story. Evelyn.
Karen, by all accounts, most people say that Kevin Jones was a normal teenager, described by those who knew him as quiet and unassuming. The 15-year-old loved sports, especially basketball and learning. This afternoon, as his family mourns his slaying, Chicago police detectives are investigating his murder, still talking to witnesses in hopes of finding his killer.
He loved the basketball. That's all he did. That's why I let him go out with his friends.
Tears of sorrow and regret stain the face of Denise Jones, just hours after her son Kevin became one of the latest victims of gun violence.
It's a shame, and it's always someone that's not really involved in what's going on who, gets shot or whatever.
Police say the 15-year-old Chicago public school student was shot dead after an unknown shooter's bullet went through an apartment window where the teen was a guest at another student's graduation party. Investigators say it appears he was not the intended target. It happened around 2:15 Sunday morning in this first-floor unit of the South Carpenter Street apartment building. Witnesses say the shooting began inside after an altercation at the party between the party's host and at least 3 other men who he accused of breaking a window in his home.
I just heard a lot of arguing, like people was fighting up in the crib, I'm standing on the back porch on the phone, then next thing I know, pow, 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 4 shots went off.
Several other guests say the teen was struck in the back after the gunman ran out of the apartment, only to fire back into the party one more time. Kevin Jones was pronounced dead in an area hospital.
We prayed until we got the news from the doctor, and it's heartbreaking. He was a good boy, and we have a very close family, and it's just heartbreaking for the family.
The aspiring professional basketball player would have turned 16 next month and was a freshman at Harper High School in Chicago's Inglewood neighborhood. His family says he was looking forward to spending the summer with his father and older brother who live in Tennessee.
I thought me and my brother were going to be kicking it in Memphis. I can't even see my brother no more.
This afternoon, as Kevin's grief-stricken family struggles to accept the tragedy, a mother simply remembers her son.
It's a lot. He was quiet. He didn't bother nobody.
At this hour, Calumet area detectives say they have no one in custody for Kevin's murder. A community activist has offered a reward for information leading to an arrest. This evening, the boy's mother and his family are not only struggling with his loss, but also with how to pay for his burial. Karen, many families nowadays, not just because of economics, just because of the way things are, modest means, and this is certainly something a mother doesn't plan to bury their 15-year-old child. They just don't. You don't do that, so they're not prepared to do that, so they're going to struggle and try to figure out how to scrape up some money to give him a decent send-off.
Exactly. Yeah. Very tragic. All right, Evelyn, thank you.
He was looking forward to his 16th birthday, and a month from now, his dream was to become a basketball player in the NBA. But a bullet ended both of those dreams for young Kevin Jones. The Englewood teen, a freshman at Harper High School, became yet another casualty of gun violence. Kevin's family provided these photos when he was at his happiest, playing basketball at Harper High, practicing, working toward a hoped-for future.
I knew Kevin. He was a very quiet young man. He was on the basketball team and the football team, both freshman teams. And so, it's just sad when we lose another student to tragic like this.
Kevin had been at a friend's graduation party at an apartment in the 7800 block of South Carpenter early Sunday morning. There apparently had been a fight over a broken window. 3 people were kicked out of the party. According to police, one of them started shooting. A bullet struck Kevin in the back.
I thought me and my brother were going to be kicking it in Memphis. I can't even see my brother no more.
That's Kevin's brother talking about their summer plan to spend time in Tennessee with their father. Instead, the family now is trying to figure out how to put together enough money to bury him. His mother remembered a son whom she said was never a troublemaker.
He was quiet. He didn't bother nobody.
Police now are searching for a suspect. In the meantime, community activists have offered a $1,000 reward for any information that would lead to an arrest.